Really, it's about helping your body feel safe again because you've heard me say many times we can't heal if the nervous system doesn't feel safe, if we don't feel safe in our own bodies. Trauma lives in the nervous system, not just the mind. And there are simple somatic tools like grounding and breathing and vagal toning and tapping, also known as emotional freedom technique, can begin to calm the body when it's stuck in that fight, flight, or freeze. Imagine your life not being controlled by past pain anymore. And imagine waking up with peace instead of dread. That's the power of trauma healing. And today I'm going to give you 3 ways to begin that journey. Welcome back to the Butterfly Event Podcast. I'm Heather Hewett, somatic trauma therapy informed coach. Today we're talking about a powerful topic: 3 ways or 3 tips to seek healing from trauma. This is so important because many of us have experienced trauma, whether it's from childhood or relationships we've been in, or even sudden life events. You might wonder, where do I even begin? You may even had some bad past experiences with quote unquote professionals that weren't basically helping. Well, healing can feel overwhelming, but it is possible. And step by step, without going too fast, this can be done. So let's dive in. Point number one, or tip number one, regulating your nervous system, which is the most important part. The very first step in trauma healing isn't thinking your way out of it. Trust me, I've tried, I've seen clients try this. It doesn't work that way. Really, it's about helping your body feel safe again because you've heard me say many times we can't heal if the nervous system doesn't feel safe, if we don't feel safe in our own bodies. Trauma lives in the nervous system, not just the mind. And there are simple somatic tools like grounding and breathing and vagal toning and tapping, also known as emotional freedom technique, can begin to calm the body when it's stuck in that fight, flight, or freeze. For example, placing your hand on your heart and taking slow, steady breaths tells your body right now in this moment, I am safe. Healing doesn't happen when the nervous system is overwhelmed. It happens when the body feels safe enough to release and process. Point number 2, processing with support. Healing from trauma is not something that you have to do alone. In fact, support is often what makes the biggest difference. This might mean working with a trauma-informed therapist, a trauma-informed coach, or support group that's centered around that. When your story is witnessed in a safe and compassionate way, then the shame begins to lift. Trauma can isolate us, but connection heals us. And if reaching out feels scary, start small. Even confiding in one trusted friend or joining an online community can begin to restore that sense of safety and belonging that we so desperately need. Point number 3, or tip 3, rebuilding your identity and getting your joy back. The third way to seek healing is through reclaiming your identity. Trauma often tells us that we are broken. We'll never be the same. And sometimes trauma can take us over because we don't know any better, and it becomes our identity. But healing invites us to rewrite that story. And thanks to neuroplasticity and being able to repattern and rewrite old things that don't really serve us anymore for the nervous system and brain. We can begin to rewrite our own story. And this can look like exploring who we are beyond our pain, exploring your passions, your creativity, your relationships. It's about weaving joy back into your life, even in small ways. Ask yourself, what brings me a sense of peace? What sparks joy for me, even for a moment? When you follow those threads, you begin to rebuild a life that isn't defined by trauma, but by resilience and wholeness. So think about this. Write down some of the hobbies or things that bring you joy. There's things out there where you can make digital vision boards or actually physical vision boards. And you can start with something that you are truly passionate about. If you're not sure what you're passionate about, something you know you enjoy. Let's say it's hiking and you created a vision board around that. You can lose yourself and it feels like play when you were a child. Things like that can do wonders for bringing your joy back and giving you a sense of igniting a passion inside of you. Knowing who you are at your core is very important. So, to recap, begin with regulating your nervous system. You can do this with grounding and breathing, vagal toning, or EFT. Seek safe support and connection is number 2, and very important because we can't heal in isolation. And number 3, rebuild your identity, get your joy back, build resilience by knowing who you are and what your passions are. Healing from trauma is not linear from point A to point B. It's all squiggly wiggly and it's all over the place. And it's not about erasing the past. It's about creating safety and connection and hope in the present. If today's episode resonated with you, gave you some hope, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this episode, and share with someone who might need it. And if you need more support, check out the group programs I offer at heathermhewitt.com and some of the one-on-one coaching packages that I offer. Remember, you're not broken, you are becoming. And until next time, take care of your heart and your nervous system.